Hi everyone, it's Ayana here and welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, again, my name's Ayana and I'm a musician and an author. Basically anything to do with writing, I partake in. I have my first book out, An Old Teen, which is a collection of poetry, and that's available on Amazon. And I have my newly released single, Pray For Me, which is available on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, and you can find both my book and my single on my website, which I'll link all those things down below. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. You guys sent in a bunch of questions for me and I'm going to be answering 3 of them today. I just love being able to use this platform to be able to speak with you guys, for me to get to know you and for you to get to know me on a personal level, and just really means a lot to me that I'm able to do so. I'm mostly active on Instagram. I try to dabble in Facebook and Twitter, but it's just been hard to keep up with all those things. But definitely Instagram, I'm definitely active on, and I love being able to talk to you guys and share what's going on with me. So I was happy to reach out to you guys for you to send me questions, and I'm excited. Okay, so let's get started with the Q&A. So the first question is, what is one thing that keeps you striving to move forward and why? So if you were to ask me that 2 years ago, I would probably say I have nothing to live for, because I have been struggling and still struggling with mental health issues. As if you follow me, you would know I talk about that a lot. So I mean, that's basically a huge part of my life, is trying to overcome that. Not even just overcome that, but just dealing with it and managing it and just trying to enjoy my life while still having my vices. So if, like, now that I have, went through treatment and, started being more open about it, definitely not isolating myself and being more open about my mental health struggles has helped me to just be an overall just connected with others. And so I started, blogging and writing my music and writing poetry, and actually not just keeping them to myself and, buried within all of my notebooks of journals. I share them online. So I started blogging, I started releasing music, I started putting out my poetry and, releasing my book. And I found that I got a very overwhelming response to people who were struggling just as I was and didn't know how to get help and didn't know who to go to. And because I decided to take my pain and, voice it. So to answer your question, now and in the present moment, I would say the one thing that keeps me striving to move forward is helping people. And that's in all aspects of what I do, whether it's talking to someone face to face, or someone messaging me on Tumblr or Instagram, and just being able to comfort them, or be able to relate to them and give them some advice, or also just let them know that I'm here for them. That's what keeps me moving forward, because I know 2 years ago I didn't have people rallying with me, that I probably wouldn't be here today. And it's the people who reached out to me online and reached out to me in person that's helped me to get better and evolve and just be able to do the things that I'm doing today. Like, I never thought, if you've asked me a few years ago that I was going to be a musician or an author, I'll probably say, no, I'm not going to be able to do any of those things. But now that I've had such support from other people, I'm able to do those things, and it makes me so happy. So I'm moving forward every day because I know that I'm impacting people, whether it's one person or it's my 9,000 followers on Tumblr. I know that I'm making an impact, and not just on people that I come in contact with, but it's making an impact on myself. Because again, like I was saying, I didn't, I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with who I am. But now that I've been doing all the things that I've been doing with music and writing, I've realized that I'm a pretty great person. And, I just love seeing what I can do, and I keep pushing myself every day. That's another big thing, is being able to see what I'm capable of. And that's what's keeping me going forward, is knowing that I can do anything that I set my mind to, and I want to see how far this journey will take me. So yeah, with people and making an impact on other people and impacting myself. So that's what keeps me striving forward. Alrighty, so question number 2 it's more of a fun one. What steps did you take to having natural hair? So as you see, my hair is very curly and puffy and all that fun stuff. And I was straightening my hair since maybe I was, in kindergarten. My hair has always been, it's always been straight. I didn't really start putting like chemicals and like perm and stuff in it until maybe 1st, 2nd grade. I know I was really young. I've always was putting perm and stuff in my hair to make it straight, and it was great. I loved having straight hair. It was soft and it was easy to manage and put a comb through it, whereas this you can get your fingers stuck through it. But yeah, it was easy to manage. That's more the reason why I straightened my hair. It's just because this is hard to deal with, and my hair was really, really long, so it just made it easier to straighten it all the time. So I can just use a brush and just go through the day. But as I got older, and it was more like 2 years ago where I was like, you know what, I should do something different with my hair, because I just felt like, I don't know, like I wasn't being authentic, honestly. I mean, it's okay to straighten your hair and do all those things, but I felt like literally the term natural hair, I wanted to be the most authentic, be my most authentic self. And I thought just freeing myself from using the chemicals and just having fun and just be me and just let my hair do whatever it wants to do. So I just thought it was, really cool if I just went natural, and it's actually really impacted how I felt about myself, because I was so obsessed with my hair. If it wasn't straight enough, or if when I used a flat iron and the ends were messy, or it would rain and it will poof out instead of it being super straight like how I did it that morning. And also just took an hour and stuff to do. Like I was just spending so much time on my hair. Like it was like a major part of my day was making sure my hair was okay. And I think after I went natural, I really was just like, just let it go. And it's just fun because you can't I feel like when you're natural, you can't have a bad hair day. And even if you do, you can just manipulate it. My style right now, before I had my hair all the way out, but then it started getting I don't really like it, so I just put it all in a high puck. I mean, it's just easier, and I don't feel as self-conscious as I did with straight hair. I just feel like with natural hair, you can just be free, you can do whatever you want, and then you can also have fun with it. You can manipulate it the way you want. You can lay your edges down and do all that fun stuff. But to me, natural hair is just being yourself and not really worrying so much about how your hair looks. So, to get to your question, I talk a lot if you haven't noticed. So to get to your question, what steps did I take to get natural? I really didn't do anything, honestly. I just stopped touching it. I didn't put any heat to it. I stopped putting the perm in it. I stopped putting all those different chemicals in it to manipulate it into making it straight. I just stopped doing all that stuff. I simply washed it with shampoo and conditioner. I would leave the leave-in conditioner in, and I brushed it out, and I wouldn't do anything else to it. So I just let it rock. So in the beginning stages, it was starting to get, it was more wavy than curly. It was definitely more wavy, and of course, I've been perming it for so long, the chemicals are still in my hair. So it took a really, really long time for the perm and stuff to completely get out of my hair. So I'm gonna say maybe 6 months or so, the chemicals starting to get out of my hair. And so in the meantime, it was really hard to manage because it's in that in-between stage of straight and curly. So my hair was very knotty, and still, I told you my hair was very long, so it was very thick and long, and now it's frizzy because I don't have any heat, and I'm trying to put natural hair products in it, but I still have the chemicals that were making it straight in it. It was just kind of messy. It was still fun, but I was still a little self-conscious because it wasn't doing it wasn't doing the things that I wanted it to do. It was just super frizzy. And after a while, I remember one time my hair was just so hard to manage, and I think I was using the wrong natural hair products, that my hair just got so knotty and clumped up in the center that I literally couldn't take a brush to it, to the point where I think I broke a comb. And so like my mom tried to help me just get this stupid knot out, and it wouldn't come out. So I decided she had to cut the hair around it. So right then my hair was like kind of short because she just cut out a big clump because the knot just wouldn't come out. And I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And it was still hard to manage, and I see, and some parts were getting curly, but the ends were still like straight, and just it wasn't curling, and that's because it still had the perm in it. So I wanted the processed hair gone. Like I was like, it's not gonna, the natural hair is not able to grow because of the permed ends. It's just not, the ends will always stay permed, and the natural hair is not able to grow because of the chemicals done in the end of the hair. So I just decided I'm going to the salon and I'm going to cut it. I didn't do the big chop. I was too scared to do the big chop. No, I wasn't doing that. But I did cut it really, 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 really short. And so I cut out every piece of hair that was processed, anything that had chemicals still in it. I told the person to cut all that off. So she cut all the straightened hair off. And then she helped me shape it, because now my hair is uneven because she just snips and snipped random places that she saw straight hair. And yeah, and my hair was like super, it was like really short. Like it was very short, and at first I was like, oh my god, it's so short, but it was so much easier to manage after that because the hair was able to grow the way it's supposed to. I found the right natural hair care products. That's been a big thing, because before I was using something else and it was just making my hair very dry, and it knotted up very easily. So the products I recommend, Cantu and Shea Butter. That stuff is amazing. Just get the entire Cantu line or get the entire Shea Butter line. Sometimes I mix it in because they work hand in hand, and it's just an amazing product. So I use those two products, Cantu and Shea Butter, to like keep my hair healthy and refresh it. And so yeah, those are the things I use. So I didn't do the big chop, but it depends on how fast you want to go natural. If you want to be natural in like a few weeks time, then do the big chop. But if you want to ease into it, like me, because I've had straight hair for so long, I would have been so scared to chop it all off. So I eased into it. The in-between stages were kind of tricky, but if you just take care of it, because I didn't brush it as much as I should have, and you know, I was using the wrong products. If I were using Cantu and Shea Butter, it probably would have been a little easier to manage in the in-between stages. So it was all trial and error. But if you want to ease into it, don't do the big chop. Just let the chemicals just fizz out. Just let it come out of your hair naturally, and then transition and maybe cut off the processed hair towards like a year or so. And if not, you want to do it quicker, do the big chop. So yeah, again, that was long-winded, but that's basically how I did it. That's why I chose to do only 3 questions, because I can ramble for a long time. So finally, the last question, which I thought was so simple, and the most hard question to answer is, what is your favorite song? And I was like, really? What is my favorite song? But do you know, my favorite song changes daily. One day it might be a song by Hayley Kiyoko, another day it's Halsey, another day it's Ariana Grande, another day it's the Eagles, Eric Clapton, Rihanna. I'm all over the place. Taylor Swift, I don't know. So it varies a lot. I go from genre to genre, the neighborhood, like Paramore. I'm all over the place. So it was kind of hard to narrow it down to just one. And the one that I will choose now definitely will change probably in the 5 years. So I don't know. But right now, I tried to choose carefully. I was like going through my playlist of like over 1,000 songs. I didn't know what to choose. But as I was going through it, I was like, what song is relatable to me? The lyrics just touched me in a way that I can't describe. The singing is phenomenal. The arrangement of the song is absolutely beautiful, and it will always, I don't know, stay with me, the song, for a really, really long time. And that was hard, but I think the best song for right now that I could say is What Now by Rihanna. So the song's called What Now, and that's by Rihanna, and that song is gorgeous. I don't know if you guys remember the song, if you still listen to it. It came out a while ago. That was on her, I think, her second to last album. I just like the song because this song is different from what she normally does. Well, she goes from like genre to genre. She can do Bitch But I Have My Money, and then she can do Stay or Diamonds. So she goes all over the place, but What Now is more like Stay and Diamonds. It was more it was sad. The lyrics were very, very sad, and I'm depressed, so I related to the lyrics a lot. And it was just basically, her voice is amazing, the arrangement is amazing, and it kind of made me cry when I first heard it, and the video is awesome, so I will link that song in my description box. But yeah, that song is basically just about, you just feel so much inside, but you don't really know how to put a name to what you're feeling, and you don't know how to express it, and so it just eats you up inside. And to me, I always say, well, what is it now? That's what I always say when something is happening, or I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling distressed. I'm like, what is it now? And that's basically what I gather the song is about. It's just being so confused and upset and just distressed and not being able to understand what you're feeling, and also feeling numb and feeling worried and kind of scared about not understanding what's going on in your mind. So I definitely relate to that on a daily basis, and that's why I chose What Now by Rihanna. Alrighty guys, if you stuck with me to the end of this video, I give you a thumbs up. And if you would like to give me a thumbs up, please feel free to do so. You can also subscribe and comment down below if you like the answers to my questions, if you want to ask me more questions, or if you related to any of the answers that I gave you guys today. And I'm very happy to be able to talk to you guys and use this platform to get to know you and for you to get to know me. It makes me very, very happy. And thanks for listening. I know I talk a lot, but you guys are awesome, and I love you. And again, you can purchase my book, which is on Amazon and Rollteen, and you can download my single, Pray For Me. You can stream it on SoundCloud, or you can buy it off of Bandcamp, or both those things you can get on my website. I will leave all of those links down below. The Rihanna song, the links to my website, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, all that fun stuff, and where you can get my song and my book. Alrighty guys, I love you, and talk to you soon.